Please rise and salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning and welcome to RPtv. Today is Monday, December 9th, 2019. Our top story this morning takes us back to Friday night and to a joyous event in Roselle Park, as Santa Claus has come to town. Soraya has that report.
The annual Roselle Park Christmas tree lighting and holiday gala was held on Friday, December 5th. The parade of lights opened the ceremony with residents and organizations decorating vehicles with holiday lights and decorations, ushering in Santa and Mrs. Claus to celebrate the holiday season and the tree lighting. The Roselle Park District Choir and Handbell Choir serenaded the attendees with Christmas tunes along with some solo performances. Planet Dance, Dancers Point, and Susie Carlick's Dance Sensation also entertained the crowd. Food trucks provided food for the attendees. An ice skating rink, pony rides, and photos with Santa and Mrs. Claus spread joy to parents and children alike.
You may not know the man, but you definitely know his voice. Carol Spinney, the man who provided the voice of Big Bird, and Oscar the Grouch, has passed away. Eli has the details.
Yesterday, on December 8th, the puppeteer behind the most beloved childhood icons has tragically died. Not many people know who he was, but he was the man behind Big Bird and Oscar the Grouch from Sesame Street. Carol Spinney died at the age of 85 by dystonia, which is a neurological movement disorder that is common in the elderly. Spinney was around the time Sesame Street started, which was 1969. He also has performed his characters in live concerts and even the White House. Spinney was comfortably the anonymous puppeteer who has nurtured millions of children and had portrayed the sweet, nurtured, canary yellow giant bird and the angry, furry green bellyacre inside the trash can outside of the infamous Sesame Street. Adults and children around the world are mourning such a legend.
Now it's time for announcements. Dance Club. There will be a dance club meeting on Tuesday, December 10th at 3 p.m. in the auditorium. Come dressed to dance. Future Health Careers Club. Holiday party will be held on Tuesday, December 17th, after school in the Teacher's Cafe. Please sign up with Mrs. Haddad in the health office if you will be attending. Hope that all members will join the festivities. Interact Club will be hosting a holiday party on December 20th. At this party, there will be food, games, and a white elephant. If anyone is interested in participating, please see Rebecca Rodriguez or Mr. Fucci. Tabletop Games Club will meet in the library after school on Wednesdays. Come check out a wide variety of board and card games. See Ms. Amoroso or Ms. Lemke for details. Art Club and National Art Honor Society will be meeting Fridays after school in room 102 during the school year. We are working on projects and sometimes exploring new media. Join us. Student Council is sponsoring an ugly Christmas sweater day. Wear an ugly Christmas sweater or some type of funky holiday gear on Tuesday, December 10th. French Club Movie Day, December 11th with Ratatouille with Chef Cousteau. Snack is included, popcorn, chips, cookies, juice. Right after school in the library. Tickets are $5. Get your tickets today from Yassine, Avani, or Ryan. No tickets will be selling at the door. Interact's Toys for Tots drive will end on December 13th. Please bring all toys to the main office for the collection. If you are interested in supporting a teacher in this contest, you may bring it to them as well. Thank you for the support. The class of 2023 is selling tickets to a paint event at RXO Studios, 21E, East Westfield Avenue, Roselle Park, on December 18th at 3:30 p.m. The ticket cost is $30. It includes the painting session with a painting you get to take home, snacks, and refreshments. This painting will be of the Grinch. Tickets will be sold until December 9th. There are limited spots, so get yours ASAP. For tickets, see Mr. Rango in room 10. Our segment, Do You Smell What Mr. Rock is Cooking, is now taking suggestions for what to make in the future episodes. Drop your suggestion on a little piece of paper in the box located in the main office. The joy of Christmas was provided to many children in South Jersey as they were given a chance to take a ride on the Polar Express. Let's go back to Soraya for that story.
If you watched the Polar Express as a child growing up, there's a chance the kids of South Jersey lived your ultimate dream. Filled with gifts from Santa, Christmas songs and elves, New Jersey Transit and the Ronald McDonald House of Southern New Jersey recreated the classic children's book, The Polar Express, with a holiday spirit ride to the North Pole. Now entering its third year, this Polar Express ride fills 3 cars up with 25 special families that are guests at the Ronald McDonald House of Southern New Jersey. These families have children who are dealing with serious illnesses and are battling childhood diseases every day. This ride allows the children to escape everyday life battles and enjoy a special ride with Christmas cheer. On board, stewards punch each child's souvenir golden ticket. During the ride, passengers are treated to lunch and are entertained by Christmas songs and a read-along from the heartwarming 1975 Polar Express children's book. Santa comes on board with a bag full of gifts which he hands out to each child. Although this ride is just a reenactment, the joy and love that comes with it is all real.
Stay tuned, we will be right back. Thanks for watching RPtv. Have a great day and stay tuned for CNN 10.
We are kicking off our last week on air for 2019. After this Friday, the next time we'll see you is on January 6th, 2020. And I want to thank all of you who've tweeted me that you would have watched on Christmas, though I'm not sure you're being completely truthful. And remember, Santa Claus is watching you. I'm Carl Azus for CNN 10. In August of 2016, an American graduate student named Shiwei Wang was arrested in Tehran, the capital of Iran. He was doing research there at the time and studying the Farsi language, but Iran sentenced him to 10 years in prison, saying his school, Princeton University, had sent Wang to Iran to get secret information about the country. Princeton said that was completely false. 2 years later, the United Nations said there was no legal reason why Wang was arrested and imprisoned. And on Saturday, the Trump administration announced that Wang was in good spirits after arriving at a U.S. Army medical center in Germany. This was part of a prisoner exchange. On the same day that Wang arrived in Germany, an Iranian stem cell scientist was pictured flying back to his home country alongside Iran's foreign minister. The scientist's name is Masoud Soleimani. He was arrested in Chicago, Illinois in the fall of last year and found guilty of breaking trade laws concerning Iran. That country says Soleimani had not committed any crime. An interesting part of all of this is how it happened. The U.S. and Iran are rivals. They don't have diplomatic relations. Officials from the two countries don't regularly talk to each other. Both the White House and the Iranian government thank Switzerland for its assistance in the negotiations. The U.S. government official says the Trump administration hopes this will lead to more success with Iran. There are other Americans being held in the Middle Eastern country. The U.S. government says it won't rest until every American who's been detained there and around the world is brought back home. 10-second trivia. The two U.S. national memorials at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii include the USS Arizona and what other ship? USS Utah, Oklahoma, California, or West Virginia? Though it's only open to the American military, the USS Utah Memorial also rests at Pearl Harbor.
A date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
That made Saturday the 78th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, and one of the American sailors who survived the bombings and explosion of the USS Arizona was laid to rest there on this Pearl Harbor Day. Loren Bruner died on September 10th of this year. He was almost 99 years old, and his loved ones gathered Saturday at the USS Arizona Memorial to remember him and pass his remains to U.S. Navy divers who placed them near one of the Arizona's gun turrets. Bruner was the second to last man to escape from the sinking ship, and a memorial spokeswoman says he'll be the last survivor to have this done, as only 3 people who were aboard the Arizona in 1941 are still alive, and the others plan to be laid to rest with their families. When it was carried out, the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor was the deadliest attack on American soil, and in the days that followed, the United States joined China, Great Britain, and the Soviet Union in their fight against Germany, Italy, and Japan, the struggle of the Second World War. Up next, a way artificial intelligence could be used to save land and lives. Simply put, AI is using computers to accomplish tasks that people normally do. It's already sprung up all around us. When you look up how to translate a sentence from English to Spanish, when an application picks out new songs or movies or clothes for you based on something you like, when Alexa or Google or Siri answers questions about everything from the weather to the best way to get somewhere, these are examples of AI in action. And while there are privacy concerns about having your every move or statement monitored, the technology is rapidly changing the ways many people live. Can it help protect them from danger? Smokey the Bear is a U.S. Forest Service character that has told people for decades, only you can prevent forest fires or wildfires. Could artificial intelligence also play a role?
In 2018, California saw the largest and deadliest wildfires in its history. The notorious Camp Fire spread at a rate of 80 football fields per minute. That means detecting wildfires as early as possible and responding quickly have become essential to thwarting a potentially deadly disaster. and one startup says it's found a way to spot fires just minutes after they spark.
From the image being captured in space to us producing an alert, it's about 9 minutes start to finish.
Based in Santa Fe, New Mexico, Descartes Labs uses cloud-based artificial intelligence to analyze huge swaths of real-time satellite imagery and identify fires.
And we decided to focus on satellite imagery just because there's so much of it. And this means there's lots and lots of data about the planet.
Today, fire authorities most often rely on human spotters to report a blaze. But Descartes' AI platform scans thermal imagery from NOAA satellites to look for what the company calls heat anomalies.
And this turns out to be a pretty challenging problem because the temperature of the Earth is always changing. And we basically seek out these hotspots by modeling what the Earth would look like if there wasn't a fire there, and then comparing that to the image that we get from the GOES 16 and 17 satellites. And if we notice a big discrepancy, then that's a pretty good indicator that there's a fire there.
The company says it's already pinpointed exact locations for 4,700 fires and is currently testing a wildfire alert system with the local forestry division in New Mexico. But Descartes sees a future where it could help fire authorities in other states too.
I think the Kincaid fire is a good example of how this technology could change how we respond to fires.
In October 2019, the Kincaid fire started in Sonoma County, California, and went on to scorch more than 77,000 acres of land. The company says it generated an alert before most people even knew the fire existed.
We detected it about 10 minutes after it started, but it was a lot more challenging for people because this fire started at around 9:30 at night, and it wouldn't be until half an hour after we had already broadcast our alert that CAL FIRE would have a plane over the fire, and another few hours until they actually reported it publicly.
To the team, it's evidence of the system's advantage over human spotters. Of course, to really make an impact, the technology will need to integrate with firefighting authorities that can respond to the fires on the ground.
It's all about making sure that less fires slip through the cracks and go on to become these massive mega fires.
The company's ambitions don't stop there. It's currently using this same technology to find methane leaks in oil fields and scan crops in Africa to identify potential food shortages. Other companies are working on similar technology as well.
There's lots of different ways you can apply this AI technology at scale and try to monitor the Earth and try to stop problems before they become much, much bigger.
This is a perfect 10 out of 10 idea. Let's put this electric eel to work. The animal at the Tennessee Aquarium is named Miguel Watson. He's the electric eel, and somehow engineers harnessed his shocks to power the lights of a nearby Christmas tree. When he's just swimming around looking for food, the lights blink a little. When he gets excited or he eats, the tree really lights up. We bet it glows like nobody's business when he hears his favorite Christmas song. Eel be home for Christmas, a holly jellied Christmas, we need a little fishmas, Eelis Navidad. It's beginning to look a lot like crustaceans. Let it glow, let it glow, let it glow. I'm dreaming of a wet Christmas, silver eels, and of course every eel's undisputed favorite, shocking around the Christmas tree. Woo! I'm Carl Azus, and you'll be back tomorrow on CNN.